What's up, Giants fans, Hub watchers, YouTube and Rumble subscribers, Twitter and Instagram followers? It's Kush back at it again with another episode of the Young Guns podcast. First time in a while, first time in over a month. Kid Blue, the co-host, will be popping in a few minutes. Don't worry about it. He's gonna be here. But as you can see, we got a very special guest, friend of the channel, longtime friend, great Giants YouTuber as well, guys. Make sure you check him out. I'm sure you already know him. Links in the description down below. It is Diggy. What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. I'm glad we finally did something that's worth excitement. Out of all of the moves that we made this offseason, I'll tell you, and I'm sure some people are going to take it real serious, but this was the only move that really got me genuinely excited to watch the Giants next year.
I didn't know you connected so much with the classic 80s and 90s jerseys, I'll be honest.
I'm just so sick of the Giants being the most boring team in all of football. We don't have a mascot. We don't have a cheerleader. We don't have a stadium
Hey.
that is our own
We got the
stadium.
G line though, bro. We got the G line.
Here we go.
we don't have any personality. So I'm hoping that this brings us some personality because I mean part of it is just the mentality. It's just so boring. Watching the Giants, being a Giants fan, it's just been so boring.
Guys, make sure as you're coming in to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and most importantly, hit that share button. I already know how YouTube works. I've been going for a while. There's going to be like 15 people in here at most, and I appreciate all 15 of y'all, but hit that share button so other people know I'm live, because I can't tell you the amount of times people tell me that they ain't got no type of notifications. So shout out to everybody in here. We got the Rand member. What's up, man? Super Taj, JP80, King Sean. It's been a minute. I don't know if he commented that super early or if he's still in here. That's the local Washington Commanders fan. Also, a really old day one subscriber to the channel. I appreciate you coming in, man. Tudo Azuri. And let's get his super chat right now. $5. I appreciate it. He says, massive salute to Hub Nation and associates. Drop by to pay our proper respects and slap all stinky sheagles out the door. Forget about it. Thank you, Tudo, so much. I appreciate it. And going right back to Diggy, did you how did you feel about the regular blue jerseys, right? The ones that are still technically your uniform. Is it that you got tired of it, or did you never like it from the beginning?
I don't dislike our current uniform, but I just think something needs to be done for us to have some sort of personality.
Something
Like,
fresh.
yeah, just something fresh. Because, like, again, it's just been so boring. Every time we watch the Giants, we don't score 15 points. The quarterback, I mean, if Daniel Jones ends up being a good player, it doesn't matter if his personality is boring or not. But the quarterback's boring. The head coach is always going to be boring because you have to be in New York in order to maintain the team. Everything about the Giants have just been so boring forever. And when you're not winning games, you just need something to just switch up the routine.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you there. Shout out to Lucas in here as well, and Luann and Yuvraj. What's up, y'all? They said they're all excited for the classic jersey, the throwback jerseys. Durant says the classic helmet will give DJ the swag. He needs to tear it up. What's up? I didn't expect the door to just open like that. I didn't even hear it through these headphones. I saw it through the camera. That was about it. What up, Mike? How you doing, man?
Good thing Ash isn't in here.
Yo, Ash, listen. I think he's in Pest Stream right now. He could stay over there. Last night was a little too wild, man. But I say this all the time. The Just Chillin' podcast is meant to be a kind of a like semi-unprofessional, just literally dudes in there chopping it up podcast. Like the more professional one is the one we're on right now, the one you guys are looking at, Young Guns. You could tell by the way, you could just tell by the cadence that I'm even using right now and the way that it's set up. So I appreciate you guys for understanding that. And obviously, I'm not a DJ hater. I'm just a realist. We're not going to get too much into that, but I'm not a hater, all right? Even Ash had to go on Twitter later.
What's
What up,
up,
KB?
guys?
Even Ash had to go on Twitter literally a couple minutes after the stream ended, and he's like, I'm not a DJ hater. Like, the fact that even had to be a thing.
Oh,
It's
that
crazy.
that freaking
Diggy,
that
if you could
freaking
tilt your
live is-
camera down a little bit, because now since you're in the middle, the logo's covering like half your
Okay,
face.
let
Just
me
tilt your
see.
camera down, yeah. But go ahead, KB. You just popped in, man.
What's up, guys? Hey, my bad, guys. My bad. I'm so used to our usual time. I completely. Kush literally sent me the time yesterday, or yeah, it was yesterday, and it just completely went through like over my head because I didn't even look at the time because we usually start at the same time usually, and that's my fault, guys.
The thing
Completely
is,
on
though,
me.
9 o'clock might actually work better for both of us moving forward, which is nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it makes sense. But yeah, that live yesterday was absolutely insane. Insane.
It
Like
was
I said, we have
ridiculous.
so much withdrawals, NFL withdrawals. It's unbelievable, man. We'll say anything.
Listen,
It was ridiculous.
and Fisk would say some wild stuff, but he didn't even say the wildest thing on the podcast. It was the caller, Mr. AB, that said Daniel Jones is not only a top 10 quarterback, but is better than Russell Wilson. That was the wildest thing said last night.
My thing is the Justin Herbert thing, right? It's like, all right, I think. Listen, me just speaking for me here, I ate my crow with Justin Herbert. I thought I didn't like him at it coming out in the draft, and I think the majority of people also felt like that. I didn't really like only say that because other people are saying. I just didn't see it watching him out of Oregon, but I ate my crow immediately. This guy came out firing on all cylinders. Now, obviously, the whole thing is leading his team to eventual playoff wins and stuff like that. That's still yet to be seen. But I would argue a lot of other quarterbacks are in the same boat as him as well that have more experience in the league. But Justin Herbert, comparing Daniel Jones to Justin Herbert, and even saying that Daniel Jones is better than Justin Herbert, was absolutely asinine.
Nah, the wild thing was when Rob from R0B said that Justin Herbert is the new Philip Rivers. I'm like, what?
I can see where
that was ridiculous.
I don't agree. I don't agree with him, but I could see where he's coming from. With a guy that pads that, like he feels like, all right, he hasn't had. They didn't give Justin Herbert the respect of time yet because obviously he's only been in the league a couple of years to really show what he is going to be in the NFL. But I can see where he's coming from with a guy that's going to light up the regular season stats and really do nothing to take his team to the playoffs and through the playoffs. I can understand where he's coming from with that, and the whole Chargers thing, which I think is kind of relevant. Just the fact that they share the same team is probably where he's getting that from. But I can see where he's coming from, but I just don't agree at all. I don't agree at all.
I can see where he's coming from, and he might even have a point. Justin Herbert might just be a stat pattern in 10 years when we look at it. Mm-hmm. But I just didn't like where he was going with it because he was just trying to just make the lateral comparison. Yeah. Comparing Justin Herbert to Philip Rivers and comparing Daniel Jones to Eli Manning.
Yeah.
And he was like, he said it like Daniel Jones had won like 5 or 6 playoff games already. Like Justin Herbert's just going to be piling up those stats. Meanwhile, Daniel Jones is winning Super Bowls.
And I don't know who said it. I don't know who said it on the stream, but somebody said Daniel Jones is going to have 10 touchdowns by the end of September.
That was
like
that.
That was Fisk. That was Fisk.
I'm like, man, did he even have 10 touchdowns at the end of the whole season?
Listen, I'm all for Daniel Jones having a great season, but to just make it seem like what we've seen makes it seem like he's just going to be this all-world quarterback. It just doesn't.
That's a little too much for me, bro. Yeah, that's a little too much for me. But let me get this other super chat. Shout out to Authentic in the building. Joseph Balby is Joseph. It's been a minute, bro. How you doing, man? Tudo says, don't understand all the hype about the old Jersey. It ain't about the gift wraps and bow ties out the box. It's about when they box and how they execute each game. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read it the way it's written, bro. And how to execute each game, bro.
Try your best, buddy.
I appreciate it too, though. But that's why I was gonna say that's why I asked Diggy earlier. I'm like, I didn't realize that he connected so much with the 80s jerseys, and he was clarifying. In fact, finish that up, Diggy. Maybe even restate it now that we got KB in here. And then you'll go, KB. And we'll wrap. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, these new jerseys or old jerseys, either way, it's just giving us a change of pace because watching the Giants has, listen, this offseason has been the slowest offseason since I've been making videos just because I've had so little motivation to talk about the Giants. And I saw KB posting about this on Twitter. I have so little motivation to talk about, like, a literal team that I've been obsessed with since I've been a little kid to where I would be refreshing Bleacher Report and ESPN just to see someone even talk trash about the Giants.
And we built a whole channel around them. We built a whole channel around them.
And just off of that stuff, like, I literally have had so little motivation dealing with Joe Judge, dealing with Jason Garrett,
Mhm.
dealing with Pat Shermer, dealing with Ben McAdoo, dealing with them not giving Eli Manning an offensive line, not giving Eli Manning a defense. It's just been so frustrating to watch this team that I just literally for the first time in over a decade I don't have any for the first time in my life I don't have any expectations for the Giants. All I want to do is just see something entertaining. So I just know the jerseys at least will look good out there if we're losing, because I just don't know what to look for until I finally see us do something.
Go ahead, KB.
I will say this. I mean, I feel like I love it. I love the new jerseys, and I assume we're gonna be using our color rush as well. So that
Yeah, we're
is
still using the color rush for the
yeah.
one game that is going to be used for. Yeah.
I love it. The thing is, especially as Giants fans, we become, and I don't want to speak badly about the older ones, but the older Giants fans as well. We're way too traditional. Way too traditional. I've been saying this for a while. The Giants are like, maybe I'm wrong about other teams, but the Giants always stick to their uniform. Like, we get excited about wearing white pants as opposed to gray pants. Like, it's freaking ridiculous. Okay, last season really spoke true to that. Now we're actually switching up the unis. I love it. The 80s unis, I literally use those uniforms on Madden all the time. All the time I use those uniforms, because I'll be honest with you as well. This may be a hot take. I think Kush knows about this already. I hate our away uniforms. I hate it. I hate the jersey. I'll never buy an away jersey. I think it's
I don't know why he hates it though. Like,
ugly.
with the amount of hate he hates it.
I hate it.
Because I like it. I don't love it, but I like it.
They look like practice pennies. I'm sorry. But I mean, as a uniform altogether, it looks all right. But I'll never just get the jersey. It's just white and red, and it's all it is. But yeah, not a fan of the away uniforms at all. I love our home uniform. I don't care what nobody said. I love that blue. And then adding the
And
color
I hate
rush
the
in
red
there.
jerseys. I'm sorry.
Oh
I hate
yeah,
the red
those
I'm the only
should
person on
be
the panel
abolished.
that loves the red jerseys.
Those should be abolished. Never to come
I
back.
literally first of all, we don't win in them. Second of all, I just don't like the jerseys. Like, we're not big red.
Exactly.
That's Andy Reid. We're big
Exactly. We're not big red. I love it. Yeah, but yeah, and those 80s uniforms, man. Oh my god, I love those uniforms. I like the even though it adds more of like a vintage look. It's not a helmet I would go to regularly, but I do love the darker tint of blue. Obviously, I love the Giants full name logo on there. I just, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see them out there. And Eli Manning even said it on Twitter. He said, "I'm jealous we never got to play it." It's such a damn shame that Eli never got to wear a uniform like that. It's a damn shame. He was with the Giants for over 15 years, man. That's ridiculous.
Here's the thing, and this was gonna lead into my point for why I am excited for the new old uniforms, I guess we'll call it, because it's safe to say you're not that much older than us, bro. None of us grew up with the 80s jerseys, all right?
I'm the same age as KB.
Exactly.
I'm the same age as Diggy.
We all basically grew up with the uniforms we had right now, because I think they were there in either the very late 90s or the early 2000s was when they debuted. But basically, when we grew up, if there's any uniforms that we would connect with, is the ones we have right now. But the reason we all want to change, it goes to what Diggy's saying. We need a change. We need a refresh. We need something new. In this case, it might come in the form of something old. It's because they ran their course.
We're gonna get something new for the Giants. Sadly.
Yeah. It's because it's like these uniforms, they ran their course. So they've been there for basically 20 years. And let's keep it real. Those uniforms should have ended when Eli retired, because they represent his era of football. Like, these 80s jerseys represent the Lawrence Taylor era of football with the 2 Super Bowls. Both sets, funny enough, has 2 Super Bowls to their eras, right? So it's like, all right, once that era finished, that chapter in Giants history is closed. It should have been out of here. And it overstayed its welcome a little bit too, because everybody was getting tired of it for basically I'd say the past 5 years.
Yeah.
And even though I'm a bit, like I said, I love our current jerseys. I love the home uniform a lot. The blue jersey, I like it a lot. That's just me. It's personal opinion, right? But at the same time, I'm like, we've had it for a while now. Can we get something else? Can we be another team in the league? Can we get some new jerseys going? Like when I saw the Chargers a couple years ago have a complete refresh, they had 6 new uniforms. Still one of the best in the NFL, in my opinion. I was like, damn, I want that for my team. I want that for the Giants.
I see a lot of concept art for like new home uniforms, and they look really good. They kind of tie in those 80s uniforms with the ribbon sort of stripe going down with adding more red into it and adding more of details to the numbers and the font and stuff like that. I've seen a lot of concept art like that. I'm like, why didn't the Giants just try that?
Just
like,
steal it.
Just steal it. Look at the Panthers doing that black helmet thing. I've seen concepts of that black helmet all over. I think they literally just seen it on the internet and say, hey, let's do it because everybody likes it. There are other teams that did that as well. There's another team that just announced they were going to do something different either with their the Cincinnati Bengals doing a white helmet this season. How many times have we seen that online?
Exactly.
Yeah. The Cincinnati Bengals need to wear the all-white uniform.
Yeah, like the Siberian Tiger, right? Yeah.
They've been talking about that like on concept art on like Instagram and Twitter for like years, and now they're actually doing it. The Giants need to do something like that. Take somebody's concept art. I don't care how much you got to pay the guy, so you can avoid
you don't get sued.
Like, whatever. Yeah, so
They can't. I don't even think they'd be able to sue them for making a Giants jersey. I feel like any Giants jersey you put online, they can take with no repercussions. Like, are you really going to go to court with John Mara? You're going to run out of money.
You're going to run out of money.
Plus, interesting fact that Authentic put in the chat. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure you two know, but for anybody else in the chat that doesn't know, the current jerseys are throwback in themselves because they're from the old YA Tittle jerseys. Like, they're technically older than the ones we're going back to. It's literally a cycle. And that was going to kind of lead me to this, which is that if we do get a uniform refresh, I won't mind if we basically go back to the 80s jerseys or a little bit of a modern refresh of the 80s jerseys. But part of me really wants just something completely new, never seen before design.
We're too traditional.
Yeah, because I don't want to stay repeating history. Like, it's fine. I'm fine with it. They look great. They're beautiful jerseys. But I want something new. Like, how do you guys feel about that?
That'll only happen when Kate Mara takes over.
The actress?
That's when that'll happen.
The actress, bro.
Does she play the Invisible Woman?
Listen, the only invisible woman in the world is Jessica Biel. All right, like stop that right now.
Alba.
I mix up the two Jessicas.
They're both gorgeous, but
I was just watching a show on Netflix with Jessica Biel in it.
Yeah, what? She disappeared. So did Alba, bro. They both disappeared.
I know. They just
the mid 2000s.
Their life away from the movies.
Yeah. Let me get a couple comments here real quick. Any thoughts on the stadium change? Okay, now that was even more interesting.
That's what I said I'm more excited about, the stadium change, the end zone.
I didn't expect them to do that at all.
Can we please get an actual logo in the middle of the field? Like,
instead of the NFL.
As a $1 billion organization to paint a logo and then get rid of it,
and that's the thing.
And then paint it?
I don't think they can use the excuse of we share a stadium with another team. Don't they do that in the Rams stadium? They put their own logo on and the Chargers as well. Like,
they do.
But we have the NFL logo.
Yeah, that's
I was getting angry.
They don't even want to represent themselves.
Exactly. No, I'm with Diggy on this one. I would get angry too because I was angry at the fact that last year, when everybody basically figured out that turf was a major problem and we need natural grass, a $1 billion company and organization was pinching pennies and being stingy with their pockets because they didn't want to take care of natural grass. It's the same concept with a $1 billion company is saying, man, it's going to cost too much to put some paint on that grass and then wash it off and then put some paint on it. Like, you're the unserious franchise.
They get rid of it when they have concerts, so why can't they get rid of it? Whatever.
This man's so dumb, bro. He's like, I'm done talking, bro.
like seriously, like it's like, are you even trying, man? Come on now.
They're not. That's the thing. They don't want to. Obviously, money's involved as well. I would assume so. Other than
put the Pepsi logo there in the middle of the stadium. I know, Pepsi. I'd be excited. It's our colors.
Put a medium Pepsi in the damn.
The medium Pepsi cup. But I just noticed because you brought up, was it KB that brought it up? The only other shared stadium in the NFL is Rams Chargers, and you look at a Rams game, there's the big LA logo there. You look at the Chargers game, they have the bolt in the middle of the field. There's no excuse, man. Shout out to Bookend Tackles. He said I'm a late 70s and 80s were my childhood years. I still remember that first Super Bowl like it was yesterday. Back in the days when Jets fans would hold that Super Bowl win over our heads. Oh yeah, with Joe Namath.
Or they
not anymore,
first,
bro. Not anymore,
they won it
bro.
First and for years. I could imagine growing up.
Because Namath was what, 71? 72.
Yeah.
What was it? It was like early 70s, right?
Super Bowl 3, man.
I
Yeah.
just hope we don't end up like that as far as the team that was bragging about Super Bowls. I just know like we were just back in the TTC days, like we were just harassing Eagles fans about not having Super Bowls. And I remember this Eagles fan, Nitro Freak, was going on a rant saying the Giants are garbage and they're going to be garbage for years to come. And I'm laughing, but he was right.
He was right.
We haven't had a winning season, I'm pretty sure, since he said that.
Nitro Freak, man. Nitro Freak.
This is all old TTC days that I know very little of, but these guys basically had their YouTube careers back then too, man, or the start of it. Lucas says Alba has $1 billion cosmetic company. She does? She doesn't need to act anymore. I didn't know that. What cosmetic company does she own?
Is she a billionaire? Or is it? I think that's just her company's value. I don't think she's a billionaire.
That's pretty cool though. She did amazingly well for herself.
A lot of these actors, when they retire, always find something that they can generate revenue on.
Yeah,
a lot of them always do that, and it's smart, obviously.
Yeah, with the end zone thing though, I'm kind of with Diggy here. I guess I am more excited to see that in person than to see like the uniforms. Of course, man. I'd love the uniforms, but first of all, the red end zones, they look fire, right? They just look straight up fire.
Link me on that. I didn't see that.
You just go to
Twitter?
Just go to Giants Twitter account, bro. It's definitely gonna be one of their most recent tweets. It looks amazing. I'm guessing it's a render they did of it, or they actually painted it already for like the press release. It looks really, really good, and I didn't expect them to go that far, man. Like so like I gotta ask y'all: do you see new uniforms and an actual new end zone in the next couple of years, or no?
Just by how everyone else is doing it, they're gonna do it. Like, I feel like the Giants were pressured to do this because everybody for years now, everybody's using the throwback uniforms and stuff like that. I think just by other teams doing it as well, that and changing up their uniforms, like look at the Jets did it themselves. They changed up their whole uniform. I would expect the Giants to go on. We can't be the only traditional.
And when did the Giants do?
NFL.
I mean, when did the Jets do it, bro? When they got Sam Darnold, right? It was the start of a new era. And then it's like, it goes back to what I was saying, bro. The Eli Manning era was over. So get a refresh, get some new unis in here, get a new look for the stadium.
Well, I think Darnold played one season with the regular Jets uniforms. They switched it up.
And then they changed it in his second season.
Rangers. I grown on to their uniforms. I don't think they look that bad. I hated their other uniforms. They're nasty. These red end zone look good, man. It really throws it back too. It really makes it feel like you're
Can I go on a little bit of a rant real quick? Because I've done this. The rant that I'm about to go on, I've done on Twitter actually a couple of times, right? So for those of you that follow me on Twitter, you probably already heard this. But it's minimalism in sports design, right? I hate it. I hate it a lot. You're seeing it more and more in sports, especially in the NBA. And sometimes it sneaks into the NFL, but I'm glad that it hasn't really taken a foothold because we're seeing stuff like Chargers uniform, the black helmets for the Panthers, white helmets for the Bengals. Like, it hasn't really taken a foothold, but man, it got a stranglehold on the NBA right now. For those of you that don't know what I'm saying, I'm gonna, just break it down real quick. Minimalism is basically like stripping away all originality, life, creativity from logos and fonts and branding to make it look so corporate, so cutting edge, like it doesn't look like it has heart. And the worst thing about it is it's fine if it's like one or two teams doing it, but when every team does it, like it's happening in the NBA, it all looks the same, bro. The new Cavs and Jazz jerseys, they look the same. It just looks like a color swap from an old Mortal Kombat game, and it's like, how am I supposed to be able to tell the difference between these teams,
Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
And it's like I miss some old logos that had more detail to them, rather than like in the NBA now, bro. If you probably haven't noticed, but every single logo has a basketball in it now. I know it's National Basketball Association. But like that wasn't the case just a couple of years ago. Like they were logos like representing their mascot or something or whatever the team name is.
Well, even before that, even going back for years now, I mean, they've always got a basketball in the freaking logo. I'm like, really, bro?
Getting back to it though, it's the minimalism thing, right? And I'm glad it hasn't really taken foot in the NFL. But part of it was that especially when it came to sports, with that new minimalism movement came a focus on the city that sports teams are in rather than the sports team itself. So I'm not saying this is what the Giants have been doing for the past 20 years. It's not. but I prefer the Giants logo to the NY logo because the Giants logo is directly to the team, and it's not just a New York
Yeah.
team. It's not even they don't even play in New York, right? Like they play in Jersey, but it's like a
Yeah.
tri-state area team, and they have fans all over the world. So I'm glad that if this becomes a permanent thing, it's focused back on Giants, not New York. You know what I'm saying?
I like
That's
both.
just me though.
I love both.
I like the
I-
Giants symbol better, but
Yeah.
I'm with KB. I like both.
You like both?
I'm okay. I'm okay with our like main logo being the NY. Just because it just looks like to the point. The Giants logo is too like a little elongated. You know what I mean? So like if you were to put it in the bottom of like a ticker or whatever, kind of look a little weird. But I'm okay with the Giants logo. I just feel like we need to use that text logo a lot more.
I was
feel
gonna
the Giants
say,
don't
like,
use it as
with the
much.
thing with the primary and secondary logo thing, I was just about to bring up, and you brought up yourself. How many NFL teams actually be using their secondary logos
A
like that?
lot, a lot.
I haven't seen the Browns dog. That's their secondary logo. I don't be
Yeah,
seeing
but
that anyway.
I feel like they definitely don't use it.
The
utilize it
Browns
much.
are the only team that I would say like it's more annoying. Like
The Browns
Bro,
are just
even
dumb.
even the
They got
Bengals
they got a
lion. I
freaking
don't. I
orange
see.
helmet to say they're the
Bro,
Browns.
I see the Bengals claw logo, which is their primary logo, more than I see the head of the Bengal lion logo. Like I don't see teams
Yeah.
using their secondary logo. I don't know what you're
They
talking
don't use it as much, but I remember probably around the 2010 era, the Browns used their dog logo a lot more. The Bengals used that tiger logo a lot more. Like you would see it.
I think that was around when Nike became the jersey makers, and I remember the Seahawks were the only team that got a new jersey because yeah,
That's kind of
yeah,
funny because
their
Nike
jerseys
is the
love
one doing this minimalist movement in the NBA, but I guess in 2010 they were fine with the NFL.
Yeah, I would love for the Giants to use their secondary logo a lot more, their text logo a lot more.
I would love it too, man. Let me get a couple comments here. Joseph Clark with the scorching hot opinion real quick. He says, anybody else think the Giants retro jerseys look horrible besides me? Now, why do you say that? Do you say it because
Who
the
said that?
blue isn't quite the same? Because
Joseph
I know in
Clark.
the 80s it was a darker blue than like the blue that they showed online is like the modern blue, right? It's not that it doesn't look as dark as it is or
it's
as it was in
different.
the 80s. It's like a different blue, right? Am I tripping there?
Yeah, I think so.
It's like a lighter blue. I think it's closer to what our actual blue is today. Maybe that's what he's referring to, but they look good to me, man. They look good to me.
I love them. Like
yeah.
I said, I probably wouldn't be. Like as far as the helmets go in particular, I probably wouldn't be. I guess willing to make that our helmet because I don't think that darker tint of blue really is a Giants color. But I love for once in a while, I love it. For once in a while, I love it.
Yeah.
The 80s, yeah. So
You're right.
Yeah, I
Says,
mean,
look,
and then the
oh, go ahead.
Bills fans. I was gonna say, and then
Bills
Bills
fans.
fans
Oh,
are
go-
saying that we stole their jersey.
Well, they said
When
that
it
about our
literally-
color rush too. They said the same thing about our color rush too.
How can you respond to a tweet that literally says Giants classic jerseys? Giants classic
It implies old.
throwback jerseys, and you're saying that
Golly, you got the Ghost Rider out there.
Bro,
Jesus.
who's racing outside your house, bro?
Yo, the Ghost Rider is about to...
this is Georgia. There's no speed limit in Georgia.
Go on, finish your
But,
point though with the Bills.
Basically, how can you say like throwback jerseys are somebody stealing? We literally were wearing those jerseys
when we beat
were
you in the
beating
Super
you
Bowl.
in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like,
I wanted to comment under so many people's posts because it's not even under the Giants tweet that they said. They said it under the official NFL tweet, which, by the way, this got around a lot more than I expected it to. I didn't expect the official NFL account to tweet it. I didn't expect CBS football to tweet it. I didn't expect ESPN to even tweet it. Gridiron, Bleacher.
because the Giants,
Like,
the Giants
everybody
are one of the
tweeted it. I was
most-
like, what?
Well,
like
remember,
it's
we're
like up
talking...
there.
Uh-huh. Good.
I was gonna say it's just up there, like the Giants, the Cowboys, the wherever Tom Brady is, and wherever Patrick Mahomes is. Those top couple of teams, people are so concerned with everything that they do, and that's why it's so frustrating. Because not only are the Giants making themselves boring, just by not putting more effort into being like a more marketable team, they're literally losing out on millions of dollars. Because all the Giants have to do is put out a line of napkins, and it would sell out, and it would be tweeted all over. Like you can literally do
A line
anything,
of napkins.
and people will retweet it.
You know, it's funny, but he's right. We're still
yeah,
fourth
I
in
agree
ticket sales
100%.
yearly, even though we've been the worst team in the NFL for the better part for like the past decade.
Like
We're
I
still
said,
fourth in ticket sales.
like I said, we're like of this tradition. We like kind of pride ourselves in being that traditional, classy team that's always been the same from the beginning to the end. We're never gonna change and stuff like that. We've always embodied that, and I think the Giants organization takes it a step too far in saying like, yeah, we're not gonna change anything about us. We are not gonna throw any other uniforms out there. We're not gonna kind of change things up a little bit for the fans or whatever because. I feel like there's not enough fans saying that we want a lot of change. There's a lot of fans out there that don't really want any change. But yeah, I feel like that's the reason why we pride ourselves on being real classy. So
I get that we
classic.
are the largest market. That's very true, authentic. But the fact that we're still maintaining, even with the largest market, with a terrible product on the field, maintaining top 5 ticket sales is amazing. Imagine how
Look at the
where
Knicks,
we would
bro.
be.
Look at
Bro,
the Knicks.
imagine where we would be if we were actually good. And then I saw this tweet the other day too of like all-time winning teams in the NFL. I think we're second or third on the list, and it's a very close list.
I think
and I was
fourth.
literally
It's like
thinking
fourth
to
or something,
myself,
right?
if we were just a good team the past 10 years, we'd be first on the list and it wouldn't even be close, bro. Like, it would not even be. If we were just like an average 9 to 10 win team for like 8 years, we're first all-time winning team in the NFL, and it's not close. Because the
And it's
only reason the
crazy.
Bears have it is because they're the oldest franchise. Like,
And it's
that's why the
crazy.
Bears have it.
It's crazy because the closest thing we really had to like a dynasty was like the mid to late 80s to like the 90s. I mean, that was the closest thing we had to a dynasty. And nobody really considers that like a dynasty. And we were able to consistently win games.
Mhm.
And now we're like, what, you said third or fourth? It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Let me get a couple comments here. Lucas says, have you seen the Chicago Bills logo upside down? Yeah, it looks like a robot reading on a park bench.
What?
Stan says, yeah, you never look at the Bulls logo upside down. It looks like a robot reading a book.
The Bulls logo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hub essentially saying these teams trying to make themselves look vicious and are failing. I don't know what they're trying to make themselves look like, but they're failing regardless. Let's see. Joseph says, I think the Giants should switch to a dark blue jersey like Penn State blue. Go dark blue pants too. All dark blue? I don't know about all dark blue. Dark blue pants and jersey?
Nah, I'm not with that. I like the royal blue we got going on.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Silo says, as long as they don't bring the ugly logo from the 70s, I'm good. What was the 70s Giants logo?
I think it's the NY with the line in it. Those are ugly. Those are ugly.
NY with
Those
a
are
lion?
ugly. I will proudly say those are ugly. You
Okay.
can throw that in the trash along with our red jerseys.
Okay. Big Blue
Those,
for life. What's up, man? How you doing?
I think I think that's the logo he's talking about.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Let me
This is
see.
it here.
Yeah, get those the hell out of there. There's another one too. There's another one. It's just like a line in. It's not a line.
Wasn't there a
big
weird
as
one that they had during the 90s? I think that's the one you're talking about.
All I know is that they I don't know if let's try to change things up. I did the same logo, but put lines.
This was the logo in the 60s and 70s. Then they just brought it back with the red outline.
That's us. That's us.
Yeah, that's the YA Tittle stuff, right? Yeah, with the jerseys too. Let me see here. So, all
They
right,
should bring
so
this logo back.
That's a logo.
that's a giant, bro. It's a giant.
That's from the
He's-
40s.
Giant.
Yeah, bro, he's
Yeah.
raising above the skyline, bro. What are you talking about, man?
The skyscraper.
All right, so 2 people commented it. So I was gonna talk about it probably anyway. But yeah, Lucas, the Bulls logo upside down looks like a robot on a reading a book on a bench, bro. This man said it looks like a robot shagging a crab. Okay, bro. I don't know about that one, Chief. It looks like a dude reading a book to me, man. And I'm the guy that people call down bad on Twitter. I don't know about that one. All right. So Yuvraj and Lamar brought this up. I'm reading Lamar's comment. He says, just asking about Jimmy G. The rumors are out there. And then Yuvraj says rumors of Jimmy G going to the Giants. I don't know if they're heating up, but there were a couple articles. Let's say it happens. Do you think we're a playoff team? Before we even get to that, let me get your thoughts, KB, and then I'm going to go to Diggy for his thoughts on the Jimmy G thing. Started by David Carr.
I don't think it makes any sense. First of all, what's David Carr's source? What's his source?
The thing
David
is that
Carr.
it's not even no. The thing is,
it's trust me, bro.
if you watch
It's
the
trust
video,
me, bro.
if you watch, here's the crazy part about it, which is why in my video I was like, I don't know why
David
this
Carr's
is a topic.
still on the NFL Network, bro.
I don't know.
Jesus.
Which is why I was like, this shouldn't even be a topic. He never said that this is a rumor. He was just like a team that I think should trade for Jimmy G.
Exactly.
Is the Giants. That's what he said.
That's what I've been looking for a source. I've been looking for where he got that from. Like, oh, I've been talking to this.
But it's not like he ever
executive
presented it that way. He literally just said, I think the Giants should trade for Jimmy G. That's what he said.
You know how it is. You know how it is, man. When we're looking for a freaking story to talk about, I think first of all, it's not logical at all. At all. It's not why the hell did we get Tyrod Taylor then? That doesn't make any sense.
I'd rather have Tyrod Taylor.
Especially
not
on
even
the
that he's
contract
better.
that we have him on.
Yeah.
Especially that we have the contract. We have him 2 years. What's the max that we would pay Tyrod? Like 18, 16?
I think it's 18 over 2 years.
Yeah.
If you think about it though, like Jimmy G and Tyrod Taylor are basically the same person. Like
they're really good game managers.
They both are good game managers.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're not going to make your team worse if they're on your team. They're not going to make your team worse, but they're both going to get injured. So why would we bring in Jimmy G and have Ty? Because we're not getting rid of Tyrod Taylor. We'd have 3 quarterbacks who are all injury prone.
Thank you.
Do you want to see Mike Glennon out there again, or somebody worse than him again? And you have literally 3 quarterbacks who are injured. I don't know why. Jimmy G definitely wins more, but it's just he can't stay healthy.
Well, I don't know if there's anyone that has advocated for this to happen once the Jimmy G news came out. Like, I don't know if anybody says, yeah, I want Jimmy G. But why do we constantly every season always say, well, why do the Giants keep getting players that are injured? Well, why do you guys keep wanting players that are injured? I mean, that defeats the whole purpose. But I like Tyrod Taylor. I think he's all right, and I think a lot of people were satisfied when we signed him. Why the hell?
I love Tyrod Taylor, man.
And how much money are you willing to devote to the quarterback position? Money that we don't have for mediocre quarterback play. How much money are you willing to throw out there? Because we're already paying a lot for both those 2 quarterbacks to be on the roster. And then adding Jimmy G in there wouldn't help things. So
plus, like I said earlier, and there's two comments both by Authenticator that I wanted to talk about. The first one is the David Carr. He was like, you could tell who didn't see the segment. I think that's the case with every single article I read. Because going back to when KB was asking what's the source, I'm like, there is no source. He didn't even say it or propose it. Like it's not like he lied or anything. He was just like, I think the Giants should, because he said he thought that Brian Daboll was gonna go for Mr. Trubisky, which a lot of people thought, and he was like, with that out the way, a good option would be Jimmy G. That was essentially the entire segment summarized into 2 sentences. And these articles that I'm reading is crazy, bro. There's like full on trade packages and stuff in it.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any bro, we don't even have the cap. I'm pretty sure y'all said that. Like, we had to get rid of one of our best defensive players, like, and one of the better cornerbacks in the entire league to make space for cap for Joe Shane's very, very strict, and I mean very strict cap plan that he had. Like, he really did abide to that. Free up $40 million, use $20 million a little bit on minor free agent signings and whatnot, and then, the draft and all of that. He was very strict with that. We're going to go against that now. And then, like you said, Tyrod Taylor, perfect backup quarterback. The man is a borderline starter. Like, in my opinion, I've said it before, I think he should start in the first couple weeks, then for whatever reason sit, because we've seen over the past couple years when he starts and then he gets benched, the QB that comes in has a really good year. So
they definitely screwed him over for the Chargers. He got screwed. Like, how do you get?
I wouldn't even define that. I wouldn't define it as that, bro. They try to kill that man, is what I'd say.
Yeah, he definitely could have died.
Yeah.
Like, that was ridiculous.
You puncture a lung, of course. Yeah. If he didn't have an NFL caliber medical staff to be with him right at that moment, it could have.
And then Justin Herbert comes in and he lights it up. Some BS, man.
Lights it up. Like,
all right. Go ahead. Yeah. No, go ahead.
No, I would just to end with this point, like I said, because Authentic said that Jimmy G's still young. I don't really know if 30 is that young. Even though for a quarterback position it may be, but
in today's NFL, it's like it's not as old as it was in the past.
You're getting a little over the hump there. Yeah. But he says he's still young. That's the advantage over Tyrod. Jimmy G is better than both our QBs at the moment. I mean, that's true in most cases. But would you trade for any QB? And like I said, you have to really outweigh the cost versus like return on investment, right? There's so much money if you trade for Jimmy G that you would be investing to all three of those quarterbacks together. There's so much money that you would be investing in there. And if Jimmy G winds up starting, is he going to be worth all three of those contracts to be on that roster? Because you're not just paying for Jimmy G's contract, you're paying for all three. And so I don't think it's worth it bringing Jimmy G on for what, especially with a team like this. With a team like this, Jimmy G has always kind of been put in a decent situation, whether it was with the Patriots and then with the 49ers.
I mean, the 49ers, he's been in a perfect situation. They should have won the Super Bowl.
Put it like this, like, that's a really good point you just brought up there. Like, Jimmy G hasn't seen, whether you might say our situation might be a lot better than it has been. So I'll throw that part out. But Jimmy G, Daniel Jones has the potential to be better than Jimmy G. And I'm not like a big believer in Daniel Jones, but he has the potential to prove to be better than Jimmy G. Tyrod Taylor is not as good a quarterback, but again, he's like a game manager. I would rather us go out there with the guys that we have and be able to get a quarterback next year than get Jimmy G so we can go 9 wins, 8 wins, 10 wins, 9 wins, 8 wins. I see Jimmy G as like his ceiling. If he's healthy and he plays your whole year, I can see him going out there and, being a top 14 quarterback if he's really out there. But I just can't see him just being that game breaker. And if you're not a game breaker, I just can't see trading for you because we have, I think Daniel Jones has a similar ceiling, if not a little bit higher ceiling than Jimmy G. And I think Daniel Jones is just the guy. And I think Jimmy G is just the guy. So I would rather wait until next year to take a quarterback.
All right. The second comment. Shout out to Vibes, man. What up, Vibes? How you doing?
What up, Vibes?
I'm going to let Kid Blue read this comment. Is the comment right above the David Carr comment, bro? Go ahead and read that. I'm clearly not as down bad as y'all say I am if this is what I'm getting for the Bulls logo.
Where is it at? How far do I have to scroll up?
Just scroll up a little bit. You'll see it. Just look at the Bulls logo upside down. That comment.
Oh,
I can't find it.
I know what you're talking about.
Who wrote it?
You go ahead and read it, Diggy, if you see it, bro.
I don't.
Well, my co-hosts don't want to read it.
Well, I'm trying to find it. Who wrote it?
This man needs a pair of glasses, bro. Authentic.
Oh, Authentic. Authentic wrote a lot of comments.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He needs 2 pairs of glasses.
I don't see the comment you want me to read. I don't see the comment, yo.
He said
there's so much comment. You won't be able to unsee it.
This dude, bro. There's no way.
I don't see it. Oh, just look at the Bulls logo upside down. Looks like.
Right, here you go.
Can you read the comment, bro? This man is giggling into the mic instead of reading the comment.
I don't want to read the comment. I don't want.
Why do we have to read it? You don't want
because I don't want to read it.
You're the down bad guy. You're the down bad guy. You read it.
I'm clearly not. I see a robot reading a book. I got a dude telling me it's a robot. Doing something to a crab, and now Authentic is saying it's a dude doing something else, bro.
That comment, it's
I can't.
Okay?
I can't
read that, bro. I can't do it.
I have to scroll.
Bro, you are lying, bro. That's a robot on a bench reading a book. How do you see a lady in that photo, bro?
Tell me I'm lying. Okay, now I have to see it.
Bro.
I gotta go.
Hey, hold on.
I'll share it. I'll share it right here. I'll share it right here. I got you, bro. Right here.
I think I know what he's talking about.
Look, can you guys see it?
If you look at it, it's like this.
Look, bro.
It's like he's doing this, and he has a frown on his face, like he's spraying.
What?
I see it.
Now that you put it like that, bro. Now that you put it like that.
Yo, what the hell?
All right.
It looked like he's in a karate pose, bro.
This is what I'm saying, all right? You see the robot's head. You see his body, his arms opening up the book. Those are his legs. And the horns are the bench, bro. It's a robot on a bench reading a book, bro.
Somebody freaking described this Bible. Are you
Bro, it's a robot reading a book. I don't know how y'all see anything else.
That
doesn't look like you say bench, right? Okay, you say bench, right?
Bro, look at this. It's a robot.
Where's his legs?
Bro.
Where's
you're saying like a bench for a church. We're thinking you're talking about a bench at a park.
That's
Listen.
a pulpit. That's not a bench.
All
a
I'm
bench,
saying,
too.
all I'm saying is that y'all are not seeing the pearly gates, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro.
That
Y'all not
doesn't
seeing
make-
the pearly gates, bro.
What bench? What the hell's a bench? I don't know.
This man said, "What's a bench,
It's a
bro?"
synonym for a pulpit.
Oh, okay, for a pulpit. Okay, I'm about to say, where are the guy's legs at if his legs are dangling off the bench? I don't
Nah,
understand.
y'all not seeing the gates, bro. Saint Peter is gonna turn you around, bro. He's gonna be like,
I
"Go
know
back
St.
that way."
Peter will call my name.
Man said now I can't unsee it. Yeah, authentic. You got the visualization there, man. Because now I see. I mean, I never
This
looked at
man said the mustache part.
Is the cheeks?
Yo, no.
What the hell?
Nah. Okay. What were we talking about before this, yo?
We're talking about a bunch of average quarterbacks.
What was even the next? I can't even remember the next topic I had lined up.
Oh my god! What the
He said,
hell's
"Let me
going
get
on?
in there, bro. Hold up."
That's how Kush be reposting Kelly Rowland's pictures on Twitter.
As if you wouldn't, bro. Stop lying, bro. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Kelly Rowland, bro. Come on,
my
tell me.
God.
Tell me not,
Kelly-
bro.
Come on, man. Marvin, man.
Bro,
she's
first
good
of
as
all,
hell.
you don't even like Halle Berry, all right? So don't even come
No,
to me with that,
I like
bro.
Halle Berry back then. Okay, I can't.
Halle
Berry's
Berry
the
right
same.
now is still a
She-
queen, bro. Stop it.
I don't know.
Nah,
know.
bro. You're tripping.
You probably saw that boxing movie where she looked crazy.
Oh man.
Okay, I think the next thing that I was gonna go to was just
Oh.
asking y'all, talking about Fanfest and training camp, right? Any well, KB, I don't think you're making, because that's gonna be a long trip for you.
Yeah.
It's still a long
Long
trip
trip
for
for
you
me.
too, Diggy, but shorter than Florida. But you making it up for any of them, Fanfest or anything, or not? Or is it you're gonna the
Probably
first
not.
time we're
I'm
gonna
not
see
paying
you?
for
Go ahead.
Airbnb and all that for FanFest.
Understandable, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could show it just to meet, everybody. I really wouldn't care much about the Giants festivities, just more so about hanging around with everybody. I wish I can. I
Yeah.
probably won't be able to, but I'll definitely try to pop up for a game. But
We were talking about that Dallas game, but now that I see the legacy thing, I kind of want to go to that Bears game. I'm not picking a game in December because I had to sell
Yeah.
the tickets last year.
Yeah, that's why.
But,
that's the whole reason I'm going to the Dallas game.
at least you sold them, bro. We just took it.
And I
sold them earlier. I sold them earlier.
We just went, and my God, I got to see the QB sneak, the double QB sneak. in
Oh,
person.
no.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
yeah,
saw
that's
it
the
in
game I
person.
sold out of.
Yeah.
The double QB sneak. I was live. Like, what the hell is going
I
on?
wouldn't have made it back home. I wouldn't have made it back home if I'd have saw that in the stadium.
What do you mean by that, bro?
Oh,
What
do you
have
mean by
made it
that?
And
back
we
home.
had some damn good seats, bro. And
Yeah, I was
got
gonna
to
say,
see
yo,
it
Diggy,
I had
bro.
really
I
good
was
seats.
right there,
Yeah.
right
Really
there,
good
looking at
seats.
Jake Fromm.
Bro, Diggy, yo, bro.
Look at
All I'm
Jake
saying
Fromm.
is, try and go to the Monday night one, man. We got a little bit of a group. I know I'm going, Pest is going,
You gotta get your
Eli,
tickets already?
Vibes,
Y'all
Eli
are-
Rax is going.
Y'all got tickets already?
No, not yet.
Well,
Not
I'm
yet.
not. Yeah,
Hit me up when you guys get the tickets.
You
so
might go to the
I'll-
Monday
I'll-
night one.
I might have if a bunch of y'all are going.
Yeah, I'm gonna see who. It looks like it's a good amount right now. I'm gonna see, because I know Ash is still deciding. He's like, he wants to go to the Monday night one, but then he's gonna
How
see
y'all gonna
Dallas
do it?
anyway.
Are you gonna have like everybody send the money to one person and they just buy all the tickets, or what?
Nah, I think we're just gonna all try and grab like the same like seats.
That's gonna be hard as hell.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
it's gonna be
it is.
difficult. Like, you're gonna have to do it early. You know the answer to that question.
Last year it was like 1 month away from the game. You
I
guys get your
know.
tickets
We-
yet?
We were.
Oh, I don't know.
all-
Yeah, bro. Like, that was
yeah, we were
unorganized,
all
man.
all sitting away from each other. I hated that. I want to sit, with everybody. So
That's what I
Mhm.
said. I think choosing violence.
We'll see. I don't know about that.
It's
I don't know if
fiscal,
we'll see.
man.
I don't know if we'll see, but we'll probably feel it.
What?
From what I heard from Ash, bro.
Whoa! Pause
Well,
that.
no, not in
Pause
that way.
that.
yo. Hold
Pause
up,
that.
nah, see,
Pause
I
that,
can't deal with y'all, bro.
Pause that, bro.
I can't deal with y'all.
Nah, man.
I'm not the down bad one here,
You
bro.
can't get away with that one, bro.
I'm not the down bad one, yo. Yo, I swear the title needs to be moved to you, Diggy, and Authentic, bro, because this is not the way.
Dude, your Twitter content is unmatched, bro. What do you mean trying to move it to somebody else?
Because I think Kelly Rowland and
No,
Halle
no.
Berry are beautiful.
Why is that your only example? Don't
'Cause-
make
You got a
me.
lot of examples,
Sorry,
dude.
Don't make me do it.
Every time I scroll and I'm like, oh, what's that? And I see.
And why
this
is
has
it?
been
Why
like-
is it the number one thing on Twitter? Like as soon as I open up Twitter, restart my app, and go back on Twitter, it's just Kush freaking retweeting some freaking crazy tweet from some girl, bro.
Like I said,
Oh,
him
damn.
and that dude Nick on Twitter.
Oh god.
Let me go into my likes right now. Let's
Oh
see.
god.
We got training camp. We got some memes. We got.
Man.
That's 'cause you be liking a bunch
This
of
is the
stuff
segment. This
to
is the
try to
segment where
bury.
we talk about Kush's down badness, and he just tries to justify himself the whole time.
I'm not seeing one thing yet, bro.
He always says that. I'm not seeing one thing. When was the last time I liked something? We did this before.
Listen, I just went back 24 hours, bro. There's nothing.
Oh wow, 24 hours.
24 hours.
Wow,
20.
you're on a good streak right here, buddy.
Y'all are. Anyway,
Wait, I just went back one tweet, dude.
what are you talking about? What? Bro, that's a meme, bro. Did you read the caption? Did you read the caption? It's a meme.
Bro.
It's a meme. Did you read the caption? Read the caption of the meme, bro. Stop it. You can't do it without context, bro. You can't do that without context.
Listen.
Just read the caption.
I'm not looking
It's
at context when
hilarious.
it's the first thing that pops up on my Twitter
my
feed,
God.
bro. I'm expecting to see some Giants content that I can get some information out of, and I just see Kush going
Okay.
off, bro.
So I am going to training camp. I'm going to the August 2nd training camp, which is a Tuesday, I believe. It was literally 2 weeks from now. I unfortunately was not able to get tickets, but shout out to Alex from Big Blue in the Bronx. He had extra tickets. So yo, vibes, bro. So I'm going with Alex from Big Blue in the Bronx.
Hold on. I need to pause this, bro. I need to
Why?
the picture that the picture that Diggy just said. He said, look at the context. He said, look at the context. Why?
Bro,
why did I look at the context?
the caption,
and it made things so much worse.
the caption is hilarious. That dude is
Okay,
speaking
you're
facts,
talking
bro.
about the
He's speaking facts. The dude is speaking facts. We're gonna sit here and act like he's not talking facts, bro.
Oh my
man.
god. Oh my god.
It's narcissism, bro. He's
That
right.
is not a meme. That is not a meme. That's not a meme. That doesn't classify.
Would you have stopped if you didn't see that picture?
What do you mean, man? What do you mean? Would I have stopped?
Would you have noticed the tweet? The funny caption. If the picture wasn't there.
Well, on mobile phone, yes, because the text is bigger on mobile.
Oh my god.
Not on computer, no.
Oh,
Not on
man.
computer. I am going to August 2nd, like I said. I gotta ask y'all, getting back to Giants stuff here.
Mhm.
Are y'all concerned about the secondary? Or is it just like
Yes,
we'll
I
see
said
what
that.
I'm
happens?
concerned about the entire team until I see them do something.
Let me hear you talk specifically about the secondary, though, Diggy, before we go to KB. This man was like, yes, immediately.
Mhm.
Secondary is one of the most injured positions in the league across the board. And if we have all of our secondary members, I feel okay. But I mean, people get injured, and Adoree Jackson has already shown that he's injury prone. Even in this last season where he was pretty much healthy, he still missed like 3 or 4 games or something like that. So if no Adoree Jackson is there, who's going to play corner for us? Senor Stummy, and who else? Chris knows exactly what I'm talking
That's
about.
a nickname from last year, bro.
He
Because
knows exactly
remember
what I'm
when we
talking
drafted
about.
him, he had an abdominal injury, and I don't know how, but Diggy found a clip from this music video of a
Playboy
rapper
Cardi
rubbing his
saying, "My
belly.
stomach
It
hurt.
was Playboy Cardi, and he
stomach
said,
hurt.
"My stomach hurt.
My stomach hurt."
My stomach hurt." My stomach hurt. And ever since then, he's been calling Aaron Robinson Senior Stummy, bro.
Senor Stummy.
Yeah. I mean, who else is going to play quarterback? I mean, who else is going to play corner?
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I ever since the ending of free agency, I was very concerned that we didn't really do pretty much anything with the cornerback position, and obviously I didn't expect that to be the case because, I mean, I expected that to be the case because we didn't have money as it is. But that being said, after the draft, I mean, we can go on into Cordell Flott all we want. I just don't feel like he's ready at the moment, and the depth. Other than that, I just don't think we were in position to draft a developmental corner when we had the depth that we have right now. So I'm like you said, Adoree gets hurt, and what's gonna happen? Because they have to reorganize that depth chart crazy. We got a lot of slot corners on this roster, and so somebody's gonna be playing. I mean, we already got Aaron Robinson playing outside, so what's gonna happen after that? And Aaron Robinson is gonna be at number one. Senor Stummy at number one. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
I feel so bad that y'all are counting out my man Darnay Holmes, bro.
Darnay's okay.
Darnay Holmes?
Darnay's okay, but why?
Darnay Holmes?
What's going on?
Listen. Can somebody tell me? All right, he had a couple of good passes defense, right? And this reminds me of my man. What's his name? My man that played boundary corner for us last year, the year before that. My man that we traded.
You asking a lot right now.
Isaac Yiadom.
Okay, Darnay reminds me a lot of Isaac Yiadom. Isaac Yiadom wasn't terrible for us when he played. He had a couple of good passes defense, but he allowed too many catches. Same thing with Darnay Holmes. Darnay Holmes allowed too many catches.
The thing is, Darnay Holmes is a slot corner.
Yeah.
So if he's going to allow a bunch of catches, that's going to ruin you.
Yeah.
So like Darnay Holmes had a really, really outstanding rookie season, but ever since then, he forgot how to cover.
Agreed.
Did you see Sterling Shepard abusing him in camp? Did you see Jarvis Landry abusing
Somebody
him?
agrees.
That dude, no, man. No, he's not it.
Agrees.
What's funny to me is
a lot of holding
that up.
Too.
I don't know if y'all saw the LaShawn McCoy I Am Athlete interview. It kind of went viral, the clip where he was like, the moment they signed Awesome back in, what was it?
Nandi Asamoah.
Nandi Asamoah. I can't pronounce his name. Don't blame me. Yeah. Back in, what was it, 2010, 2011. And he had a great rookie contract. Who was it with the Oakland Raiders, I think, right?
Raiders, yeah.
This man, LaShawn McCoy, said the very first play of the very first training camp practice, he got burnt by like a tight end that was like this third string tight end. And the entire team looked at each other and they just knew he was going to be a bust of a signing.
I'm going to tell you something about Nnamdi Asomugha.
And he was.
Nnamdi Asomugha probably at that point of his life probably met Kerry Washington at that point of his life. So once he met Kerry Washington, there was no point in playing football. Mm-hmm. Nnamdi Asomugha right now is acting. He's in movies. Nnamdi Asomugha was not worried.
What movies is he in?
You have to look it up. I forgot, but like he's in like a major movie.
My man an actor now.
This dude did not care about football at that point because there's no way I could watch him lock down prime Larry Fitzgerald and then go to the Eagles and he can't. Well, first of all, he couldn't play that because they had him playing zone coverage. They called him DRC.
I heard that too, yeah.
DRC, who was a dominant man outside corner, and they had him playing zone coverage in the slot. That they had their offensive line coach, who started the season off as their offensive line coach, and in week 3 they promoted their offensive line coach to defensive coordinator.
Damn.
They had both of their defensive ends playing in a wide 9, way out on outside of the tackles, like 5 yards outside. And they got destroyed because they had idiots running the team. And we all know what happened with Andy Reid. Every time he had a dominant running back, he would be dominating and he would just stop giving them the ball. So Patrick Mahomes saved him with that.
Facts, but yeah.
I was just gonna say I bring that up because
don't try to tie that into Darnay Holmes.
No, I was gonna say if Adoree Jackson, who is now our number 1 corner, gets burnt and fooled by that David Sills terrible juke move that went viral on Giants Twitter, bro, I'm gonna be so sad,
his
bro.
Footwork?
Listen, the Sills army is gonna kill me for this. But that man looked like he was repeatedly breaking his knees when he was doing the two-step, bro.
Let me tell you something.
I've never been impressed by anything that David Sills has done.
Let me tell you something. It's his technique technically is not wrong. It's just that he looks so awkward doing, and he's slow. He has no fluidity in his movement.
Bro,
that
his
he's
knees
so
look like they
stiff.
were literally bending. It looks so
He
weird.
is so stiff. He basically takes everything the coaches are telling him and doing exactly like what they're saying. Like it was written on a piece of paper. He's just following instructions. Like he has no.
Are you saying that he's fundamentally sound?
No, he's not. Like, I guess you could say he's fundamentally sound. But
Are
he has
you saying that he's a lunch
character
pail
to it.
guy?
That he's the first guy in, last guy out.
First guy in, last guy.
You saying that he's sneaky fast?
Oh god, yeah. I was watching him and I was just.
You
like,
say
man,
he
there's
comes to work with
there's
his hard hat, bro?
There's no way this man.
No lie, I actually get those comments. We need guys who come to work with the lunch pail.
Joe Judge
We
has
have a
done some things to this
cafeteria.
fan base, man.
That's a genetic thing. You right, man. You're right. Only a couple.
I'm not gonna lie. There was a picture last year I saw where I legitimately thought that Daniel Jones was working out with Mac Jones. I swear to you, I thought that David Sills was Mac Jones because they're built the exact same way.
He has no.
And not the new
fluidity
Mac
at all.
Jones, the old Mac Jones with the gut and a cigar. That Mac Jones.
Oh man, I like Daniel Bellinger as new tight end and Austin Allen. Austin Allen's all right. But...
Speaking of training camp, I brought up a secondary. I can't wait. I'm going that one day. I want to see something out of Daniel Bellinger. Y'all know how I feel about this man. I legitimately think he could be our tight end in the future. Maybe I'm way too high on him, but I like you. You pick tight ends where that man was picked, bro. You pick him in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round. That's where we got him, and he's a nice, well-rounded package. We'll see if they could develop him, but I think he's tight end 1 come the start of the season. I want to see that man do some things. Apparently, his dad is on Twitter. I've noticed. That's kind of funny. His dad be tweeting.
We always got a rookie with their parents on Twitter. We always got.
Listen, bro. Put some respect on Zach Wilson's name. That's all I'm gonna say, man. He got that dog in him, bro. All right? He got that dog in him, bro.
He got
Zach
that dog
Wilson.
in him.
Zach Wilson, as of right now, is the best quarterback in New York, bro. That's all I'm saying, man. All right. That's all I'm saying, bro. He's different. He's built different.
Here's the thing. I don't want to get too much into the Zach Wilson thing. That man got that dog in him. Yeah, he definitely do. But if he cheated on his girl,
He didn't.
With an old woman?
No.
Okay, that's what I'm about to say. He don't get no respect from me.
His girl cheated on him with his best friend, and then he went to his mom's best friend, bro. Yeah.
But how does that?
Here's the thing. Why did the girl in defense
Can
of
you give me
herself call out Zach Wilson of what he did?
Because the reason she did it is because people are calling her a homie hopper, and all she said was he's the real homie hopper.
Yeah,
and I'm like, y'all both
how
are
do we
homie
know what
hoppers.
happened
But if
first?
she did it first, then how is he the real homie hopper?
What if she didn't do it first?
Listen, it doesn't matter, bro. Why are you overthinking
does
this,
matter.
bro?
My whole
matter.
thing is I never really understood this.
I'm not gonna applaud a man that has a girlfriend within his age range, and he cheats on his girlfriend with his mom's best friend. That's all right. I don't respect it.
That's scumbag behavior.
Yeah, that's scumbag behavior.
All right, bro. It could be. Listen, they don't have to be. Listen, bro. Having that dog in you and scumbag behavior are not mutually exclusive. They could be at the same time, bro. They could be at the same time, bro.
How is it a W as an NFL quarterback?
Yeah, that's not a W.
You could have any person that you want. You could have an Instagram model. You could have a girl that likes to read books. You could have a girl that likes to sit down and eat lunch with Drake. You could have anybody. Why is it impressive that you went to your mother's friend,
bro,
after your girlfriend did whatever? It would have been more impressive if it was the girlfriend's mother.
Y'all don't like milks,
bro? Me and Diggy are on the same freaking wavelength, bro.
Hey, because you haven't hit that age yet. It would be more impressive if it was the girlfriend's mother. I just don't understand.
Yeah, I agree with you, but like we talking as if like y'all don't like MILFs? Like what?
But how is that like a W? Like,
first of all, we have not seen this.
It's probably somebody.
We have.
It's probably
we have. It was
because
it's funny because the way that people figured it out was that it was the only like older woman in his yacht a couple months ago. So
It's
yeah,
probably somebody that like one of us could have walked up to. We don't even know what's like. How is
we
that
getting off
W?
topic now, bro. All right, y'all hating. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Y'all hating on the
Yeah, I'm
best
not gonna lie
quarterback in
though.
New
I
York,
Do
mean,
we
bro.
really think that Daniel Jones couldn't have pulled that same woman? Are you
Daniel
gonna tell
Jones,
me
after
that?
his girlfriend broke up with him, hasn't been the same, bro. I'm still convinced that
I'm
when
not
his
gonna lie. I'm
girlfriend,
not gonna lie.
I've
Daniel
said
Jones
this,
in his
I've
emotional
literally
bag, bro.
said
I
this
ain't
since
gonna lie.
2020 because his girlfriend broke up with him after his rookie year, bro. And guess what? That man ain't been good since
He
his
needs to
rookie
make
year, bro.
he needs
He
to
ain't
get
been the
over it,
same,
man.
man. He
My
hasn't
man needs to
recovered.
go out and move on.
If if that's the reason, then he definitely don't have that dog in him. That's facts.
Okay.
I wish I would blow the bag over. You realize if he would have kept playing like that, he'd be in line to make like $50 million.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a huge L.
Listen, man. She probably broke his heart, bro. Okay. He
What's
legitimately
that?
ain't been the same.
Heart, $50 million a year. Which one do you want?
You got the heart.
Yeah. Okay.
She would come back, Daniel Jones. If you have a good year, she'll come.
I don't
He
want to.
probably was like, "You're really not going to finish the season? You're not going to play these 4 games?" She probably saw Jamal Adams snatch the ball out of his hand and said, "What if somebody comes up and snatches my purse like that? What are you going to do?"
Wasn't that in 2020 though? Am I tripping?
Man, who cares when it
No, that was
happens?
No, that was a rookie year.
There's so
Okay.
many times Daniel Jones has lost the football. She probably was like, "I can't. What if he's holding our baby?"
Yeah, you fumbled the ball, you fumbled the bag, and you fumbled me. I'm out.
Damn, bro. All right. Let's
Like,
call.
you know how goofy you look if you come to the game. So say, which one are you with? Oh, that guy. That guy. That guy.
Listen.
He's on the jumbotron and he's freaking mollywopped.
Listen. Eli's wife stuck with him through all the
man.
goofiness, bro.
Eli was he never took an L like
listen,
that.
Listen. Zach Wilson may not need a ride or die because he got that dog in him, right?
Bro, did you know that man took 2
Daniel
cheerleaders
Jones,
to his prom, bro? That's ridiculous.
Daniel Jones needs a ride or die, bro. Okay, he needs that. He needs
Daniel
that
Jones
support.
needs
that emotional support.
He needs a lot.
He needs a rock, bro. He needs a rock in his life.
He needs a rock.
You know, somebody that he can lean on when times are hard. You know, get all his feelings out too. Anyway, let's get to the schedule. I don't think we've actually ever formally done it in a podcast because it was way too early, and it's still too early. But let's talk about this Giants schedule real quick. Without looking at it before I show it to y'all, give me just a range of where you think we could finish.
We did this already, but I feel like nobody believed me, but I said we could finish with 8 wins. Everybody thought I was crazy, but if you actually go through the schedule, we could it's not because we're an 8-win team. It's because the schedule is so awful that I feel like we're gonna escape with wins with the amount of wins that we probably don't deserve, honestly. But I feel like we can get around 7 to 8 realistically. But and that the realistically is probably like the ceiling. I don't see us going anything past that. But.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Dig? Do you have a lower range?
I don't. Listen, man. As long as I see somebody score more than 20 points in a game, I'll be satisfied.
Bro, I was on TikTok, right? And listen, NFL TikTok is freaking outlandish. Okay?
I haven't seen it yet.
It is. Let's just say there are a lot of people on there that shouldn't give their opinions on football, but and I seen this guy just totally disrespect the Giants because the Giants apparently only scored 21 touchdowns last season, and this guy was on. Okay, we're gonna make a team, an offensive team, using some sort of freaking random generator, right? And he's like, I'm gonna pick a player from that team that it generates that, and the total amount of players has to be lower than the Giants' touchdowns. The amount of touchdowns they had the past season has to be lower than the total Giants touchdowns, which is 21. He can't for the life. I gotta find the video. He has a whole series on it. For the life of him, every player that pops up, he cannot get more than less than 21 touchdowns, like altogether from all the generated. I think he had like 5 players, right? A quarterback, running back, 2 wide receivers, and a tight end cannot get less than 21 touchdowns. I think it's like he's on like part 5 already. So, yeah.
Yeah, that just made me really angry.
That's so that is so, bro. I was literally looking at it and I was like, wow, I am not gonna comment on this video and make myself known because that's embarrassing. That really
20,
is.
21 touchdowns.
21 touchdowns.
Can you believe that people had the nerve to sit there and say that it was a breath of fresh air when Daniel Jones took over from Eli Manning? Can you believe that they said that? Did you see what Eli Manning did with Darius Slayton? Did you see that?
Oh yeah, yeah. It freaking was like 100.
He unlocked who Darius Slayton could have been.
Yeah.
I want to see Daniel Jones with Odell Beckham. I wish I would have gotten to see that because I don't think he would have done all that much with him.
Me too.
Damn. Okay.
That just made me mad. 21. I don't care how many games you played. He played enough to have the offense score more than 21 touchdowns.
Raj said, didn't JT have 21 touchdowns by himself? Oh God. Is that the Jonathan Taylor? Jesus.
Yes. It's ridiculous.
Jesus.
So, Jonathan Taylor, we could have gotten him. What was that, 2020 draft? Okay. But
yeah, second round.
Diggy, L or W week 1 against Tennessee?
L.
L? Okay. Oh, yo, KB, can you keep track of the L's and W's for me?
Oh, yeah.
But
Sure.
week 2, Carolina, L or W? This is the home opener. L. Week 3, Dallas, Monday Night Football, probably the game I'm going to try and go to. L, that's starting off 0-3. Okay. Starting off 0-3. Week 4, Chicago, MetLife.
W.
1-3, guys.
Wait, hold on. Did you want me to keep track of specifically which wins and which losses, or just like total amount of wins?
Specifically. Yeah.
Oh, damn. So week 1.
He started, bro. We got our
L,
first W
2,
now. Week 4.
L3, L4, win. All right.
You already know the next 2 are losses.
Man, no hesitation. The next 2 are losses.
5 and 6.
What about week 7?
That's another loss.
Oh hell no, man! We gotta break the streak this season. The Giants have
Jackson,
never beaten. The Giants have never beaten the Jaguars. I told this.
That's what. Did you see Larry Donnell fumble 3 times in that game? We're not beating the Jaguars.
Oh God, I hate. That was on my birthday. Okay, that game was on my birthday, and thank God I begged my mother. I begged my. What was I? Was I a senior? I was a senior in high school. I begged my mother to take me to that game for my birthday. Thank God we didn't go, because I would have cried. Rashad Jennings. I think they had a safety in that game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And I love Rashad Jennings. Oh God.
Trevor Lawrence is going to have like 5 touchdowns because they're going to blitz him, and he's just going. We're going to get carved up by Christian Kirk of all receivers.
The highest paid receiver in the NFL.
If Christian Kirk freaking. Oh God. Whatever.
All right, week 9, bro.
We're beating the Seahawks. That'll be a blowout.
Okay, cool. Then we got to buy the
beating
Texans.
The Texans.
Week 10, cool. Detroit, week
beating
11.
the Lions.
Okay, week.
Hold on. Wait.
Bro, you just gotta write down W or L.
9's the bye. I'm writing, man. What the hell?
10 is a W.
10 is a W.
11 is a W.
Yep.
Okay.
12 is a W.
Okay, 12 is a W. Thanksgiving. 13
is a W.
13 is a W.
Damn, better late than never, huh?
14 is a L.
Okay. 15
is a L.
Ah, okay. 16.
Find me somebody that can cover Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, I know.
Xavier McKinney, bro.
And Adam Thielen.
That's an L.
Week 17.
That's a W.
And week 18.
That's a W.
So what did we finish with there, KB? There was a lot of W's in the second half of the season.
Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9 wins? What? Bro,
I told you. Okay,
the reason I'm surprised. Here's the reason I'm surprised. Bro,
schedule is so
essentially
easy. We could be trash and still get a 9 win.
This man gave us basically 8 straight losses in the first 8 weeks, and we still got 9 wins. How?
Told you, dude.
Bro, what was our record at the bye, KB? Here.
All right, by the bye, we were 1, 2, 3 wins.
3. So what is that? 3 and 5.
3 and 5.
So we went 6 and whatever in the second half.
It's not out of the realm of possibility. The Giants did it in 2013, and we started.
This schedule is like easy.
It's so easy. Like I said, I told everybody, no matter how you slice it, no matter what you think of this Giants team, obviously Diggy's not very enthusiastic about this team, and somehow you go through the list, and you just end up with 8 or 9 wins. because this schedule is that bad, bro. I'm telling you, if the Giants listen, we're not all like supreme optimists here, and we got most of us got like 7, 8, 9 wins from this schedule. If the Giants squander that and they like go like 4 wins or 5 wins with this schedule, freaking blow everything up again, bro.
No, stop it, yo.
No,
What's
don't
wrong
blow
with
it
you,
up.
bro? What is
Blow it all
wrong
up
with you,
again,
bro? Nah, keep this man
If
away
this
from the
team
Giants
doesn't
front
get,
office, bro.
if this team can't get at least 7 or 8 wins, that just shows you that Daniel Jones doesn't need to be a starter.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, I was like, don't blow everything up. I'm like, that's just solidifying. All right, we need a new
that
quarterback.
was an exaggeration, of course, but
Yeah,
you guys know.
blow Daniel Jones up, probably. That's about
Like,
it.
you don't understand the PTSD that I've endured as a Giants fan. I'm literally worried about Andrew Thomas taking a step back, regressing.
I'm worried about his. I'm
bro,
worried about
okay,
his
can we
ankle.
talk about two things for a second?
I'm worried about his ankle. His ankle
Bro,
has always been a
every
problem.
NFC East left tackle that's a Pro Bowler is always hurt.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. He got another surgery on the left ankle, so he's recovering from that right now.
That's what I'm concerned about.
But I gotta ask you all this, bro. What's with the disrespect from EA? They gave this man a 75 overall, as if he didn't just have a great left tackle season, bro.
Let's say he's played about 10 games where he's played at like a Pro Bowl level. That's just not enough.
That's a 75 overall left tackle to you? Not an 80 at least?
I think at least an 80.
I would give him like an 85. I would.
Bro, that's a big difference. I know, but that's a big difference from a 75.
He's like a Pro Bowler, but I think they're just doing that because they haven't seen it enough. Like, I think they're just waiting for him to do it over a whole season.
The thing is, Diggy, I see your logic, but the difference between a 75 and an 85 is pretty big.
Listen. This is the same team. I mean, the same group of people that have Jamar Chase as an 87 overall.
This is the same. Why is Jamar Chase not the best player on the board?
He's not.
This is the same people.
Tell
me how Jamal Adams is still a top 10 safety, bro.
Tell me how Jamal Adams. They traded multiple first-round picks for a box safety.
Right.
Also, all right.
I just want to know how Jamar Chase isn't it. Can anybody give me an argument for why Jamar Chase isn't the best receiver in the league? Can anybody tell me why?
Here's the only thing. I think based off of the season he had, he's the best. But I can't put him over Justin yet because I want to see it again. I just want to see it again. That's it.
Justin Jefferson is Jamar Chase's JR.
Justin Jefferson.
He's literally like his little brother.
But Justin Jefferson literally improved upon that historic rookie season. That was
it didn't matter in comparison to Jamar Chase's rookie season. Either way you cut it, it's a W because either Joe Burrow is the best quarterback or Jamar Chase is the best receiver. Or they're both the best. Or they're both up there because
I don't think Joe Burrow's the best in the league.
How is Jamar Chase carrying a team like I didn't see any other wide receiver carry their team the way he did.
I agree. I like I said, based off of one season, I'd say he's the best, but I can't definitively say he's the best based off one season. Just if I'm being consistent with like how I rank players for years now.
Let's rewind this and think about before the draft when I said that the Giants were making a big mistake getting Kenny Golladay when they could just trade up for Jamar Chase.
What would we have traded up though? Like obviously the
whatever you need to trade up.
But here's the thing: would the Bengals have traded down? That's the question. I don't think they would have traded down.
They would have traded down if we gave that money.
I don't know about that, bro. Joe Burrow probably was legitimate. Like, you better get me my receiver, bro.
Just because of the relation they had together, I don't think they were gonna.
No, never mind. Daniel Jones would have made me mad. He wouldn't have gotten the ball.
You mean Jason Garrett would have made you?
No, Daniel Jones.
Well, it was
Jason Garrett.
I watched Daniel Jones throw a fade route. Kyle Rudolph. Let me tell you, Kyle Rudolph and Kenny Golladay got literally a year stolen from them by Daniel Jones and Jason Garrett. First off, Jason Garrett tried to get them the ball in the red zone at first. Daniel Jones just refused to throw the ball. And when he did, he threw it like 20 feet in the air. I literally do not understand why they brought those two big receivers in there. And Daniel Jones couldn't get them the ball one time in the red zone. He not one time tried to use their body. And we talk about Jason Garrett. But Daniel Jones has to pull the trigger. While they're covered and they're 5-6 inches taller than whoever is covering them, why don't you throw the ball up to them? Why every time he try to throw a fade in the red zone, it
can't
goes
throw
out of the
fades.
back of the end zone.
Yeah, he can't throw fades. Daniel Jones.
That is infuriating.
Let me tell you, I think Daniel Jones has above average accuracy, and his he also has a very good tight spiral. I love
But that's all
the
that
ball,
is.
but that's all it is. And like his short to medium accuracy is actually really good. And his deep accuracy statistically is good
If
too.
it's not on the
But
rope, it's good.
yeah, the fade routes though are just so bad. I had no confidence in those whatsoever. And so, you know, I don't know. I don't know.
But how many yards do you think Jamar Chase would have had in this offense with Daniel Jones last
Bro,
year?
Jamar would not have cracked like
600.
600.
He would've
I was
had-
about to
he
say
had
he's not
600
cracking 600, bro.
Yeah, 600 times.
And the 600 would have been him catching it like Odell style.
Freaking screen
like,
passes and slants.
like
and
how many
house.
times did Joe Burrow throw it up to him? This is exactly how Kenny Golladay could be used, but we never threw it up to him. And
That's why I felt bad
Jason Garrett won't get Kenny Golladay the ball.
for Kenny.
But
I'm
if
surprised
Jason-
Kenny is so enthusiastic about this season.
If Kenny Golladay was running down the field, somebody has to throw him the ball. Jason Garrett wasn't the quarterback. Oh man, that is
This
just
man
like,
just
how
angered
do you get a
himself, bro.
whole- How do you get a whole year stolen from you like that? Kyle Rudolph probably is done. He could have had about 6 or 7 more touchdowns, but he'll never get that because he played with Daniel Jones.
I said this. I said Kenny Golladay should have demanded a trade this offseason. I would have, unless he really believes in this new regime.
Can't
I don't
play
want to
with
wait.
him.
I don't.
Can't
I
win
would.
with him.
Yeah, there's no way
coach
that I
said
would
that again?
sit there.
Can't play with him.
Can't win with him. That
what
was
coach said that?
Herm. Wasn't that Herm?
No, that was
no, that wasn't Herm. That was that 49ers
Mike
coach.
Singletary
Yes, yeah, that was
when he
Singletary.
benched Vernon Davis.
Yeah, can't
Vernon
win with him.
Davis is an actor too now.
Oh, I think I knew that. I think I knew that part. Yeah, but yeah, Vernon
Davis is from DC too, man. Shout out to Vernon Davis.
He a character, man. But yeah.
So, now let me go through it with you, KB. All right, let's see.
All right.
Tennessee.
All right, let me write my own things down here. Tennessee's an L.
Okay. Carolina.
Carolina, I'm gonna say W.
Okay. Dallas.
L.
Chicago.
Even though I might go to that game. Chicago. Justin Fields out there. Is he gonna figure it out by week 4, or are they gonna figure out how to use Justin Fields by week 4? Call me crazy. I'm gonna say dub.
Okay. Week
Oh,
5.
Diggy had it as a dub too. All right, cool.
Week 5. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Across the pond. We're undefeated against Green
L.
Bay across the pond.
L.
Oh, okay.
There ain't no way we're being Green Bay.
Baltimore.
Baltimore L.
Okay. Jacksonville.
We're gonna get the dub. Wait, what the fuck did I do here? All right, yeah, dub.
Seattle.
Seattle, dub.
And now it's the bye week, week 9. Week 10, Houston.
W. Houston sucks.
Detroit, week 11.
L.
Dallas, week 12.
Man, I don't want to get swept by this team again, but L.
Washington, week 13.
W.
Eagles, week 14. Is at home.
This is another team, man. The Eagles just look too good, man. They really do. L.
The Commies, week 15.
Do I want to? Are we gonna sweep the Commies? Do they really get that much better?
No.
They got Carson Wentz. If you think Carson Wentz,
Commander Carson, bro.
I like the way Ron Rivera coaches them up. L.
Week 16, what is that against? Minnesota.
L.
Week 17, Indianapolis.
L.
Week 18, Philadelphia.
Only reason why I'm gonna say W is because Philly.
they're going
is
to
gonna
rest
be in
their
the
starters.
playoffs. So W.
Only reason I think we're beating the Colts is because I don't think Matt Ryan at his age can make it through a season behind that line.
All right, so
So
I got one
total record.
two,
What is it?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and by the way, I made a mistake there for Diggy. That's why I was like, what the hell did I do here? I accidentally, he said L for Jacksonville, and I accidentally put a W here. So he had 8 wins, and I have 8 wins.
Okay, so y'all both have 8 wins. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, 8-9. And what was your record at the bye?
My record at the bye was 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4-4.
So just a difference of 1.
Yeah, just
Okay.
difference of 1. He had 3 and 5, I had 4 and 4.
Okay, that's what's up. Both 8 and 9 records, very realistic. Yeah, I mean, I'm setting the expectation. Like I said, I feel like between 6 and 9 wins is what this team should get. I don't know what they are gonna get, but I don't know. That's the thing. Like,
do you see the amount of talent on this team? If we had a quarterback, do you realize this is an easy playoff team? Like, if we had a proven quarterback,
I felt the same way about that last season. If we had a freaking competent,
but yeah, we don't have a quarterback though.
Right.
I mean, like, we have Kenny Golladay, Kadarius Toney, Sterling Shepard is going to give us about 5 games. Saquon Barkley is going to give us about 10 games.
I'm sorry, I know, but it's the way you said it.
Will give us 13 games. Basically, we have Darius Slayton lined up right now is like our 4th or 5th receiver. Mm-hmm. We all talk trash about Darius Slayton, but he's better than a 4th or 5th receiver.
And a competent O-line, projected of
we have 2 first-round tackles. We have 2
a legit right guard.
Well, we have a legit right guard, a starting level center, and a left guard who, could be legit, could be awful, but that's a league average offensive line. Mm-hmm. You got a tight end you just drafted that can do it all. Not at a high level proven yet, but he has a skill set to do it all. You got
2 legit edge rushers. I don't want to hear it, bro. You got 2
we don't have 2 legit edge rushers, man.
Yes,
you got to stop with that Aziz stuff, bro.
Bro,
Aziz didn't get a sack for the last 10 weeks of the season.
Bro, with Kayvon by his side, he's gonna be a 12-sack player.
Kayvon hasn't played a single snap in the NFL. I can't use that.
No, I like Aziz. I think he's legit. He's probably not like top
Aziz tier. Didn't get a sack for like the last 10 weeks of the season.
Diggy, all I'm saying is he's gonna be a double sack player this year, bro. That's all I'm saying.
How many double sack guys have you seen in Wink Martindale's defense?
Bro, we don't have the secondary. He needs to run that defense, though.
And Kayvon
here's the thing. I made a whole video on this with like a whole bunch of actual research in it. We don't have the secondary that he needs to run that defense. So we are going to rely on the line more, in my opinion, the defensive line more.
I don't think Wink Martindale I just don't have any faith in the Giants at all. Like, why would they actually do what makes sense and rely on a defensive line when you could just easily blitz everybody and just leave our corners out that stink to hang? I just feel like they're going to do that. I feel like they're going to. I thought you're
trying to. Weren't you just trying to talk up this team as a playoff team if they had a better quarterback?
So if they had a quarterback, the defense is going to be bad. It's going to be bad because he's going to blitz. He's already talked about it. You see him in practice. Yeah. He's like, we're not gonna just sit back and be conservative. He's going to blitz. You can't blitz as much as Wink Martindale is going to blitz. I'm gonna tell you right now, that dude is going to blitz.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna blitz. I think that he is gonna adjust this thing. If he doesn't, then he's a bad coach, man.
Did you see them last year without the secondary, without the 2 Pro Bowl corners? Did you see how they looked?
They looked.
Guys were running down the field, and guys were wide open, chasing people 20 yards behind them. That's how the Giants defense is going to look if Kayvon Thibodeau and Azeez Ojulari and Leonard Williams and Dexter Lawrence aren't all Pro Bowl level players. Like that, we need them to step up. Blake Martinez is coming off of an ACL. The defense has way too many question marks. It could be a top 10 defense. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like 28 or lower. But as far as the offense goes, if we had a legit grown man playing quarterback that we could trust.
Dude, I just want to preface that Diggy's not calling DJ a grown man.
he plays quarterback. He plays quarterback like he's not sure.
But he's not Zach Wilson. I get it.
Like he's not. If we had Zach Wilson, I feel a lot better. Just because look at all of the weapons we have.
Oh, that's funny. Kyle Rudolph just signed with the Bucks. That's kind of funny.
There you go.
That's funny, bro. This man gonna be in the playoffs.
Watch what Kyle Rudolph does with Tom Edward.
Patrick
and
Brady the
Jr.
third. Oh, is Junior? Okay.
My turn.
My turn. It's
Listen,
my turn.
But watch what he does with the actual quarterback. Watch how we're going to be looking at it and being. Oh my god! I really tried.
This
I did
entire
not wanna
stream,
come
this
on
man
this
has just been
stream.
making himself angry, bro.
I did not want to get on this stream and start talking trash about Daniel Jones because I want to give him a chance.
It just happened.
But once KB said that we had 21 touchdowns, I just haven't been the same since.
I'm telling you, bro.
It's PTSD, man.
20, and I think
If
that's
we
total.
had-
I don't think that's all offensive touchdowns.
Yes, that's legitimate touchdowns.
Yeah. No.
Like,
I think we had.
how do we do that in 2022? I don't care what offense they're calling. Why is Daniel Jones going out there and putting up 12 touchdowns and getting paid?
10.
Like,
Wait, he put 12 or 10? 10 1 year.
it doesn't matter.
Oh my God.
Like, you can't put up 14 touchdowns, dude. Like, you got Kenny Galladay.
The more you think about it, the more you just got like it's like 10
Like,
touchdowns, bro, and people are like, "Yo, this guy's better than
You
Russell
go out there and put out 12 touchdowns,
Bro,
and you got them
never
talking
forget,
about
I had a
Justin Herbert.
caller
Bro,
on
what
show
did he
last
play?
night.
You only played 12 games, bro. We only played 12 games. Give me
I had a
This dude-
caller
this
last
dude-
night that said he's better than
Oh my
Russell
God.
Wilson, bro. I cannot
This
make this
dude-
up, bro.
This
I
dude
cannot
Fitz
make this
Vegas
up.
said on stream, and I didn't see his face, and I'm not even throwing shade, but I know he said it with a straight face. He said that what can Justin Herbert and Josh Allen do that Daniel Jones can't?
throw touchdowns.
Are you kidding me? They can get.
And here's another thing. He
Hey.
even said, "Listen, you think that was like too far? That was way over the bar." But even just somebody like Kirk Cousins, like coming out the draft, I compare Daniel Jones, like his ceiling would be Kirk Cousins. He's not even close to Kirk Cousins yet. Like Kirk Cousins is probably like a fringe top 10 quarterback. Like he's like 12, maybe he's like 13, 14, right?
Listen,
That's
if
what
we
Kirk
had
Cousins
Kirk
is.
Cousins, we would be excited every weekend.
Hell
we would
yeah,
be like,
besides-
Kirk
besides
Cousins
prime
is a
time-
dog.
Besides prime time games,
Listen,
but yeah,
I'll say this. Kirk
Daniel
Cousins,
Jones is
listen,
the worst
bro.
version of Kirk
Kirk Cousins,
in
real
prime time.
quick, yo.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins got the gold medal in getting a bag, and so does his agent, all right? That man is a bag getter. I'm going to say that right now. Put some respect on his name. He always gets some money, bro, every time
Yeah.
contract comes
it's
around.
Deserved. I mean, I'll be honest with you, it's deserved. I mean, Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback. I mean,
The
he's not
biggest
like
mistake
he's not like
Washington
freaking
made
Jake
was
Cutler.
not bringing back Kirk Cousins. If they would have kept Kirk Cousins,
Yeah, they kind of been in
they would
quarterback
at
flux
least be
since.
competitive.
Oh yeah.
Like you had a quarterback right there on your roster, and you just let him go. Like
Yeah. And on top of that, it took them like 3 years to make the decision on him. They franchise tagged him like 3 times.
Washington has literally like goofed their way out of quarterbacks for
Goofed.
literally my entire life.
Goofed.
Like
Except
Jason
for Alex Smith.
Campbell.
That was unfortunate. Except for Alex Smith. That was unfortunate.
Alex Smith was sad. They actually
Yeah.
had somebody, but Alex Smith was still a short-term answer.
Yeah.
He
the-
was
the-
a bridge. He was
Jason
more like a
Campbell
bridge.
was on the Washington team, and they gave him no protect. Jason Campbell literally had black eyes and bruises. He had all the talent in the world, and I watched them destroy Jason Campbell's career in real time. It was the most saddening thing that I
Were
had
you
seen.
living? Were you living in the DC area at this time, or?
Yeah, I've only not been living there for like the last couple of months.
Since
Like
the move.
I would see all of their games, and Jason Campbell would go out there and try his hardest, and have no time to throw the ball and get completely beat up. They completely destroyed that dude's like his confidence. Then after that, they get RG3. RG3 might have kind of did it to himself, but Kirk
Well, it's
Cousins
the
comes
injuries.
up.
The injuries, yeah.
And how do you let Kirk Cousins out of the door when you haven't had a quarterback?
What's funny is
since?
the reason they drafted Cousin was to be the insurance for RG3, and it worked out perfectly. He was the perfect, like right after RG3 unfortunately went down, Cousins was a good quarterback, and they're like,
And
nah,
they
bro, you
drafted
could
him
go.
in the same draft.
Yeah.
The same
In the fourth
draft.
round, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 4th round pick. Mm-hmm.
All right,
yeah, like
guys.
I said, like Daniel Jones is not even at Kirk Cousins level yet, so we can't be talking about Justin Herbert,
Listen.
okay? And Joe Burrow. Yo, the moment that I think it was Fisk or somebody said they compared to Joe Burrow. Yo, I literally put in the chat, I'm like, Diggy is losing it right now. I know
Bro,
this man is.
That's
just
not the
in
first time he
shambles.
said it, bro. Which is why, listen, when the last time I was on Fisk's channel, I think we got into a whole like 30-minute argument about it because I'm like, you're not telling me that Joe Burrow, who just took his team to the playoffs in his second year with a bad offensive line, there's no way you're telling me that DJ is on his level, bro. Stop it.
God.
The thing is, let's be real here. Like, this is not just going like for Fizz. This is like in everybody in general. Like, what would our general consensus, like the opinion on Daniel Jones would be if he wasn't a New York Giant? And I know that's kind of like a weird answer to talk about because as Giants fans, we're kind of like looking into him more. Obviously, we're like watching film, watching the
Yeah,
games.
so my honest
but if
answer,
we weren't Giants fans, or
my honest answer is that I
would.
would say that he's a scrub because of what you just said. I'm not looking in like I'm not a DJ hater. Me and you have been big defenders of him over the past couple of years.
Right.
But this man had to turn off the camera because he's laughing too much. I just saw the chat. Now I lost my train of thought. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, because if he was on another team, I would think he's a scrub because I'm not looking into because I'm not looking into it like the offensive line and the coaching.
That shit happened to me though.
Oh God! We're not responding to this. No comment. Damn.
Why did you say the meme line,
violence,
bro? Why did you say the meme line, bro? That was hilarious.
Oh,
that's from the Boondocks.
Oh God.
I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life, man.
Violence, bro. I know. Hey, no comment on it, bro. I ain't trying to get into more beef, bro. I already got enough of that.
That's my answer though. Diggy, let me get your answer quick, and we're gonna end the pod right here, man.
All right, man.
If Daniel Jones wasn't on this team, bro, would be honest. Like, as Giants fans, they looking in and giving him like passes and whatnot. What would Giants fans' honest assessment be if he wasn't on the team? He was playing for another team.
If he was playing on another team?
Yeah, and he was doing this performance.
You saying what would rephrase it? I'm still trying to get.
What would Giants fans' actual thoughts of Daniel Jones be if he was playing for another team? Because as fans, they look in there, yeah, just go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
There's a lot of optimism, yeah.
Just think about how they talked about Sam Darnold when he was on the Jets, and that's what you'll get. Except Sam Darnold was better on the Jets than what Daniel Jones has done the last 2 years.
That is a hard truth. A tough
Sam Darnold, when we played Sam Darnold 2 years ago before he got hurt, Sam Darnold looked like he was about to become at least an average quarterback in the league.
Right.
So,
and then he
Giants fans talked about him like he was the worst quarterback they had seen in 20 years, when in reality they had Daniel Jones on their roster.
Yeah, he had a terrible start to his freaking rookie season. But no, wait, was it a terrible? No, it was the other way around. Did he play the Lions? I remember one of the teams got blown out. I think it was Sam Darnold that. I don't know. Could be wrong. But yeah.
Okay. I think I'm gonna close it out right here for tonight, y'all. First and foremost, shout out to everybody in the chat. We got about 50 people strong at the tip tonight. I thank you so much for all that. Without you viewers and subscribers, it's not possible. I appreciate all y'all being in here. Mike Nixon, Olsen, Authentic. He's been real entertaining tonight. I'm not gonna lie. Big Dash. Let's see who else was in here. I know Yuvraj, Namar, Lucas, Bookend, and Vibes was in here for a second. Everybody, man, thank you so much for popping in. Of course, big shout out Diggy. Thank you for coming on for the return show, man. Anything? I mean, is the next time we gonna see you during the season, or what's up with it, bro?
I've been trying to get out videos. I mean, I might have some.
I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna say I'm not gonna lie. I feel like we're all on the KB vibe with the tweet he made. I agreed with so much of what he said in the tweet.
I feel like I might get some some motivation to start doing some streams and stuff once we have a training camp.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. It's there's not really much to really freaking make a video. I mean, I probably there's not even a point making a video on the damn jerseys either, because everybody has their own opinion on it. There's nothing I'm gonna really put into it. But
yeah. Like I keep having ideas to make videos, and by the time I sit down to make it, it's kind of outdated. I recorded a video like the beginning of last week when the Saquon stuff was going out, when the dude said that Saquon doesn't know how to play running back, and I uploaded that video like 3 days ago. I sat on the video for a whole week.
Facts. I'm the same way, bro. Same way.
I feel that I've also just been like super busy with work, like just real life too, like just not just work, but like everything else. I'm just stuff, like, yo, I ain't got the time, bro. It's the same thing. By the time I make a video on something, it's old news.
Yep.
So
Absolute facts.
Hey man, once again, thank you all. I guess the last thing I'll say on a non-Giants note, I hope the Knicks can get this trade for Donovan Mitchell done. If not, I'm not mad either. Like, keep the young guys,
RJ's
whatever.
part of the
We'll
deer,
see,
bro.
bro.
RJ's part of
There's
the
no
deer.
saving the
He's
Knicks,
not-
man. I'm sorry to tell you.
The kid, but he's not, bro. I don't know
There ain't
why
no
people
way.
say that.
Y'all
Ain't
need
no way. Ain't
y'all
no way.
need somebody like Kevin Durant or Kawhi Leonard.
I would take
But
Kawhi.
Donovan Mitchell ain't it.
KD
I'ma
can
tell
stay
you
where
that.
he is, bro. But I'll take Kawhi. But that's it for now, y'all.
You would
Peace.
definitely take KD on your team. You tripping.
No, I wouldn't, bro.
Yeah,
I hate
definitely tripping.
Don't you know I'm a professional KD hater, bro?
You would
Oh,
quickly
God.
change that up once he got on your team.
We'll see,
Just
bro.
like I did when LeBron got on my team.
Because LeBron's the GOAT, bro. But we gonna end it here. That's a conversation for another day, bro.
Huh?
That's a
What did he
conversation for another
say?
day, bro. LeBron is the